Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play more Fire Emblem 3 Houses. So, we're pretty much just figuring out what we need to do after the time skip here. We still get to talk to everybody. We still get to, we can do drills with them to up our skills. And it looks like we got some quests that we need to pick up, so that is my objective right now. We'll still exploring the monastery too.
There are plenty of others working here too. Since the acolytes and students aren't here, it's up to us to pick up the slack.
Right, we pretty much kicked out the Knights of Saros and the Church of
The north
Saros.
side of the Great Bridge of Murden is in the territory of Acheron of the Alliance.
Right.
He's known as the Weather Vane. He's a notoriously flippant man. A man like that doesn't have the guts to give it all for the defense of that bridge.
So, bridges are notoriously bad, like bridge maps in Fire Emblem. From what I understand, a lot of people don't like them. And it seems like that's what we got coming up. So, we'll have to prepare ourselves for that. Also, last time there was basically a callback to pretty much almost a lot of Fire Emblem games, where we ended up found unconscious while we were kind of like sleeping, I guess. By this random townsperson. And it's kind of a callback to, well, the first I've had of it is the original Fire Emblem game, in where the tactician Mark was just found lying in a field by Lynn, and also Awakening. Crom and his group, Lisa and, or is it Lissa, found Robin just unconscious in a field.
I need a favor.
Okay. Seems like that's a battle we'll have to do. I'm gonna see, is this Ingrid?
The new king,
Oh, she
is
looks
in
so
the process of
cool.
unifying the kingdom under his
Ingrid
command.
is
His
pretty much
powerful
becoming one of my
army has joined
favorites.
forces with the Knights of Saros, who moved their seat to Fargus.
I think Edelgard
Now
is
they're
still
presenting a united
taking
front
that
against
spot,
the
though.
Imperial army. They're our greatest enemy, absolutely.
fighting against your homeland.
I don't relish the idea, but there's no turning back now. For now, we should focus our efforts on the Alliance. The Kingdom and Church can come afterwards. Judith, who defends the Great Bridge of Murden, is a formidable opponent. We can't afford to drop our guard.
Okay, what is she? Flying and whatnot. Okay. Alois.
At long last, we meet again. I knew you were alive. I knew you could survive. And 5 years on, you arrived. We're reunited. I'm glad I kept watch for you in the downstream villages all that time. I was so devoted to finding you that I left the Knights of Saros. Now I serve no one other than you.
Wow.
I'll protect you, just as I promised Captain Gerald I would all those years ago.
So he basically deserted the Knights of Saros. Wow. The only knights that we got were him and, what's her name? Yeah, Shamir, I think.
I'm relieved you're here, Professor. It seems we've reached a stalemate on the war front. I admit I'm feeling apprehensive about fighting the Alliance. No. I have to shelve my personal feelings. There are bigger things at play here. I'll fight with full force. I'm counting on you to lead us to victory, Professor.
She does magic, reason magic, and whatever that other one was. I guess if you count the professors like Hanneman and oh, what's her name? Manuela. I guess I don't know if they were really count as Knights of Ceros though.
Alliance and Fargus, so this fighting weighs heavily on me. I can't bear the thought of battling the Knights of Ceros to the death. I have to keep my chin up though, right? Let's press on together, Professor.
Mm-hmm. What'd she do? Both kinds of magic. Interesting. Mm-hmm. So probably would want to, I just want to talk with everybody just to see how they're doing after the 5 years. I'm worried about Ferdinand the most, to be honest.
What's that look on your face? Surprised to see me? I'm a mercenary.
Yeah.
Always have been. Even when I was with the Knights
Oh.
of Ceros. I never was too attached
Guess
to
that makes
foe.
sense.
I was considering leaving soon. But I might change my mind if you're around.
Okay. So I've been hearing that Hilda, it was actually recruitable. I mean, you can't give her gifts or anything, like just like you couldn't with Hubert or Dedu. But you could up her affection other ways by like inviting her to tea and having a meal. So apparently, that's how you do it. It's really weird. I think she's like the only kind of like quote unquote retainer that you can recruit. Which, and I don't think, from what I'm hearing, is I still wouldn't have been able to recruit her because of the path I took.
Within the territories
So.
of the Alliance, the Gloucester and Daphne houses dominate the West. House Gloucester has always supported the Empire. There's
Which is
not
kind of
much
a
chance
shame.
of
I like
them defying
Tilda.
us. So all that needs to be done to restore peace in the West now is to crush House Daphne.
Better than Hubert.
The last 5 years have been difficult at times. My relationship with Edelgard is rather contentious, due to the incident with
Yeah.
my father. Nevertheless, I cannot abandon my family's duties. As Duke Eyre, I must play my part in the Imperial Army. Edelgard intends to abolish the nobility, but I know I can dissuade her from doing so.
To be honest, sounds like she has the right idea. Just saying. That's why I chose to join her.
Professor? Hey, Professor. It's been a really long time, hasn't it? The last 5 years have been full of heartbreak. Not from girls, but friends and family becoming enemies. One of the things that kept me going was the hope you'd return. And now here you are. A lot has changed, but you're back. And it's the first time I can remember being happy in a while.
Our students are all grown up now. But like was said last time, we'll always be there, Professor. Have to teach them the right path to take in life. Lead them towards the future.
All right, I'm ready to fight. Let's do this.
Counting
Leave it
on
to
you.
me. I can take on the whole, most of the enemy's army. I know my limits now, Professor.
What? I didn't realize we were proficient at the brawling.
I thought you might be at the monastery. That's why I made my way here. I decided to follow your path because I believed in you. Then you vanished. Now that you've returned, I have my guiding light once again. Welcome back, Professor.
Hubert is the one with the other quest. Okie dokie. He's way up there. Okay. We'll make our way there eventually. I'm still exploring.
Edelgard
Look
is
at
controlling the
Petra.
Empire. She is putting the pressure on the kingdom in alliance. Empire and religion are at open war. It will be difficult for us at first, but corrupt nobles are many. That means the common people will rebel and be joining our side. With you, Professor, the battle tides will turn. I have certainty.
They still have tournaments too.
For 5
Interesting.
years, I've fought for the Empire. I've cut down hordes of enemies. Now I have the same look in my eyes that the boar used to have in his. The look of a savage beast who loves nothing but destruction and violence.
He's usually like, you're right. Figured.
I can hardly hold it against him anymore. You and Edelgard must not disappoint me. Mark my words. The future you're building had better be worth all this bloodshed.
That's what we're doing it for. Where are you at? Interesting. I think we should throw Petra in there. We'll keep that in mind. I can come back for that. Doesn't look like there's that many items lying around either. I don't feel too bad about just teleporting everywhere.
I was so surprised to hear that the faith of Saros was a sham, my eyes nearly popped out of my skull. But just because the church lied to us doesn't mean that the goddess isn't real. That's my take on it anyway. I'd feel very anxious with no one to pray to.
After the battle 5 years ago, the Imperial Army occupied Garreg Mach. The cathedral and several other buildings were destroyed, but we've done some repair work here and there, and we're using the buildings as a base of operations. As for me, well, the church moved its headquarters to Fargus, and I've seen no reason to follow. When I returned to Enbar, I received a summons from Her Majesty, and I chose to answer.
Professor, since you came back, everyone's been smiling. Just you being here makes an incredible difference. I can't express how reassuring it is to see you.
Okay. Still got these statues.
Need something? See you again soon.
Where is Bernadetta? Missed her somewhere. She over there, hiding in a corner. Might have been. Yep, she was.
Are we leaving for battle? I heard it's a long march. But it's fine. I've had plenty of time to stay inside lately, so I think it's time I run out. Yeah, I can do this. No more Bernie Bear.
That's the
Yes,
spirit.
But, Please don't put me up front, okay? Okay.
Okay.
My adoptive father sent me here so our family name would be known. He doesn't care which side wins, the Empire or the Alliance. However, even if he tells me to come home, I intend to stay. I want to see this new world Edelgard dreams of.
Edelgard.
Professor, I'm sorry to have dragged you into the fight again so soon after our reunion, but you appeared at a most opportune time. I'm truly humbled by your support, my teacher. Thank you. And so I will. I'm hoping your abilities from 5 years prior are still intact. Make sure you're ready to head out, okay?
Wait a minute. Oh, never mind. Okay.
Allow me to brief you on the details of our situation. The Empire firmly controls the western portion of Fargus. However, the central and eastern regions continue to put up heavy resistance. The strongholds in these regions are Aryan Road, the fortress city, and Ferdiad, the kingdom capital. We cannot control Fargus until we have taken both of these cities. As for the Alliance, Houses Gloucester and Ordelia seem predisposed to capitulate to us. However, due to interference from Houses Regan and Goneril, we have yet to secure their cooperation. Claude obviously hopes to keep the Alliance whole through diplomacy. But because we have had to focus our efforts against the Church until now, our forces have yet to meet his. We have only recently begun to take the fight to Alliance territory. I have a request for you. Well done, Professor. Thank you.
Got the items. Okay. People's vehicles are allowed. Yummy.
Professor, do you know how happy I was to hear you were still alive? I'll tell you how happy. For the past 2 days, I haven't had my morning or my afternoon naps. Well, as long as we weren't marching. Can't sleep much then. But it's not for want of trying.
You finally joined us, have you? I attached myself to the Imperial Army as well. Seemed the thing to do. I feel I owe it to Edelgard to set my past feelings about the Empire aside. I am happy to help her. It's strange, isn't it? After 5 years, the 3 professors are together once more. I am most curious, though. You say you were asleep for 5 whole years. Incredible. Perhaps this is another effect of your crest. I do look forward to investigating you in greater detail. Wonderful news. I am most excited to begin. We must find the time, of course.
Thing still doesn't do, anything else.
Well... I'm so glad to see you're all right. I really regretted not being able to keep the promise I made to my mentor.
Gerald.
Captain Gerald told me that if anything should happen to him, then I should stick by you. I'm going to do just what he asked. I'll be right here to support you from now on.
Glad to hear it. Noni's awesome. Yeah, that seems to be everybody.
Hey, you.
Right. It's normal for history to be revised in favor of those who hold the power. The documents in this library are no exception. It's perfectly possible for someone to have made edits to them. But it's my belief that no one has the power to blot out the truth entirely. I like to read the same texts over and over again. That way, I can spot some of the truths hidden between the lines.
Makes sense, I guess. Alright, let's do the tournament. And we'll probably... I want to get my support up with Edelgard some more. So we'll take her to do the dinner. Petra. Should be able to do this. I should have probably saved. Oh yeah, should be fine. Kya!
Witness Bridget Pride.
Oops. That was a lot of damage, and he actually hit. Okay. Next up. 13 again. She'll be okay. But 35, you know, we're gonna heal up just to be safe.
No use. With all of my might. My heart burns with pride.
Got him. Without taking a hit. That's what I like to see.
I fight for justice's name.
Question, why is she using a training sword and they're using steel weapons? Oof. This... She's not going to win. She might. No. Well. We almost got it. First time I lost that. Ingrid would have won. Oh, wow. I shouldn't say that. It's not very nice. I don't know, man. I want to try Edelgard and Ingrid, sure, why not?
I appreciate any good meal, but nothing beats enjoying my favorite food.
Oh, I love this meal. How did you know?
Okay, what skills of Violet do I want to upgrade? I should be doing that a whole bunch. I guess faith and swords.
I have good I can't. I have to.
I'll fight with
You just do the one, right? Yeah. What do these two do?
Professor, these days it's incredible. I have
You do reason.
right.
You probably do reason too, don't you? And axes. Okay. Butcher, do you do swords?
Edelgard Empire, but corrupt with you.
You do.
Edelgard is Empire, but corrupt with you.
Okay. Let's see what I can do with Edelgard. I think she has axes and authority. What was the other one though? I missed it. I think it was heavy armor. Right? Yep. Let's just do authority. Okay. Alright, we have two more that we could do. What should I do with it? Cooking with Edelgard?
I never had a chance to cook an N-bar, so my skills are a bit undeveloped. This would go a lot quicker if I could just use an axe or a sword. Of course.
That's not how you cook, Edelgard. Silly. Alright. We have one more skill to spend. Let's go see what Ingrid has.
Yes. Judith, we can't afford.
She had swords. Nice. I think that's gonna be it. The end of the month. My controller no worky. There's some lag there. Okay, what are we? Current class is Enlightened 1. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with that. Unless... Assassin, no. We'll stay as we are. Is... Look at his lord. Should probably keep her. Or, no, she's not. She's still the Wyvern Rider. Got it. I think they're still... yeah. Alright. Obviously they had to stay this way for gameplay reasons. It's just kind of odd that they haven't grown in the 5 years. 100% to be an assassin. Interesting. Oops. Nope. I don't think he's gonna be able to be a paladin. Yeah. Haven't focused much on him. Okay. Alright, let's actually go to the marketplace. What do they have? I could sell stuff. These bullions. I still don't know what happened to the Death Knight either. He just kind of showed up and died in the last chapter. Okay. Yeah, they're, ooh, I want that. Brave sword, yes, please. Big axe. I'll take the lance. Sure. Okay. I should be buying, like, silver weapons, I feel like, at this point. Item shop. Oops. Buy these silver shields. Master seals. I'll take those. How many event seals do I have? What? I guess storehouse. That'll tell me. Right? It won't, actually, will it? Well, what the heck? Guess I'll have to do it this way. Three advanced seals. Yeah, could probably use a few more of those. I'll just take 3. Elixirs recovers 99. Should be taking these 2. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, that's enough. I spent way too much money. Can't do any of these. Let's go ahead with our mission.
The newly crowned king of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, Dimitri, has declared fealty to the Church of Seiros and is raising an army in preparation for all-out war with the Empire. As leader of the Alliance, Claude maintains a facade of neutrality amidst infighting between those who support and those who oppose the Empire. Meanwhile, the Black Eagle Strike Force plans to capture Alliance territory before Edelgard takes the war to the Kingdom and the Church of Seiros. With sights set on capturing Deirdre at the center of House Regan's territory, she leads a march across the Great Bridge of Myrddin to establish a bridgehead.
We're about to commence our attack on the Great Bridge of Myrddin. But first, allow me a moment of your time. It is something that I can only ask of you. Listen well. It concerns Lady Edelgard's uncle, the regent of the Empire, Lord Arundel. Although he is currently cooperating with Her Majesty, he maintains his own sizable military troops. It seems to me that his plans differ from our own. I assume you recall a certain group's scheming from 5 years ago? Solon and Kranya. They both served Lord Arundel. Professor, I understand how you must be feeling, considering what they did to your father. I know it must be foul to even consider cooperating with their kind. However, their power is essential for us at present. Edelgard also strongly opposed the idea at first. Our enemy is the Church of Seiros itself. It cannot be toppled with the Empire's might alone. Those working under Lord Arundel are extremely hostile toward the Church. And the enemy of our enemy is... well, I think you sufficiently understand by now. Until all of Fodlan is united, it is a necessary evil. As for how we deal with him afterward, time will tell. Regardless, Her Majesty and I wish to join our power with yours. You should know that in her heart, Her Majesty regards that group as enemies of herself and her family. They used her father, the former emperor, as a puppet, and murdered her siblings with their vile experimentation. I believe Her Majesty may have told you some of this herself. That is why this was a very painful decision for her to make. I will do all I can to ensure her suffering is not in vain. And I hope I can count on you to do the same. As for all I have told you, please keep it in mind as we march forward. More importantly, I implore you to fight as best you can for Edelgard. From the bottom of my heart, I beg this of you.
I think we can do that.
Thank you. Why, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hubert? Really?
I have gratitude.
Huh. Surprising.
Thanks so much.
Okay. Manuela. I think you're probably gonna sit this one out. Yeah, she's still low level. 23. Armored Lord. Really? She's not a wyvern rider? Crazy. Hubert, you're out. I think we're good. Yep. Let's check our inventory here. Yeah. Yeah. Huh? Judith. A hexlock shield. Huh. Brave bow. There is chests. Oh, here's another group of people. We definitely want Petra over here. Okay. Another chest down here. Give a lock to you, I think would be a good idea. Or a key. What's the classroom do again? Defense protection restores HP each turn. I should be trading out these vulneraries too for elixirs and whatnot. Okay, I still want her to have a key, I guess. Not sure what to get rid of. Trade a X, I guess? Just key. Sleep and let's do this. Enemy Commander.
We'll be capturing the Great Bridge of Murden, a key strategic location of the Leicester Alliance. Claude will surely be sending reinforcements, so we must prevail before they arrive.
Our opponent is Judith, the so-called hero of Daphnel. We can handle her, so long as we don't get careless.
The boy said to run if I was in danger, but I could never do that. I'll hold out until reinforcements arrive.
Well, that was your first mistake.
I will prevail.
Let's clean up.
At your service.
I'd be honored.
More fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Only thorns left on this rose. Ready when you are.
Where are the crits?
What's my strategy?
Short spear him in the face.
All is going to plan.
They have different well, Hazim's different voice lines. That's what I'm trying to say.
All right, who's next? Let's make this quick. I'm your girl.
Oh.
Yeah, too slow.
Uh-oh. Oof. Missed.
This'll be useful.
trust. No.
Okay. They're level 30. Wow.
It's done.
Nice to know armored units are still weak to magic in this game.
For the fate of both. One of us has to die.
It's win or die. I'm glad I can count on you.
Okay. Get him.
I won't back down.
It had to be done.
Wow. Okay. Get the chest. Probably should equip Killing Edge. The Brawler. Got a Psychon. Nice. What to do here? Yikes. Okay, let's clear this mess out right here.
Make a difference?
Don't need that.
Watch and learn. This could turn the tides.
Stronger than ever. If we go over here. Dang it, man. There. Safe up there. Get him, Shamir. What? Uh-oh. Who are these people?
Waiting, Judith. We're the reinforcements. Why do I have to put up with orders from that false leader?
Enemy reinforcements. We didn't finish in time. Don't
It was
let
like
them
2
secure the
turns.
ballista.
Good lord. Okay, we can handle this. Hopefully. Ish. This could be bad. Let's take this guy out.
I will win.
My heart burns
Got him.
with pride.
I'm counting on you.
No. Heck. Center is the way to go. Damn it. Damn it. do not like her having to take 3 hits. Can't believe Ash can't finish this guy. Oh, looks like Shamir is going to have to do it.
There's no reason I should die in this place. It's time for me to return home.
Okay. Goodbye. Man, we're not getting the crits anymore. Grab that. Oh, that's a lot of peeps.
Did the trick.
Yes, kitty. Yes. You.
Well done.
To be honest, we could probably just destroy her face right now. If we wanted to. That is our condition, isn't it? Defeat the enemy commander, yep. Dang, I didn't see that back there. We're not gonna do that, obviously, not yet.
Claude, I'm sorry. I couldn't defend the bridge. All who are able, retreat!
Don't let her escape. If we can take her out now, the Daphnal territory will be ours. That will allow us to march safely through the Alliance.
This is target destination. Oh boy. Damn it.
Feels good to fight for a cause. More.
I might need to rewind time. Come on, miss. Nope. Well. Okay. Chase her down.
I must lead them well.
Okay. You get the chest. Full of Zoltan. Interesting. How are we gonna handle this little mess we got going on?
Not for myself, for everyone.
Alright.
Excuse me. Be at peace.
Got him.
I don't know.
I admire you.
Nice try.
Ooh, it's a great bow. Right.
all is going to plan. No! Next try! Next try!
Okay, kitty. That's enough. Being silly. What to do? Obviously, I'm gonna take out Mr. Bravebow. Soul Blade. I don't think we've seen that ability, though. Let's use it.
That helps. You will regret this. I've got
Whoa.
no time for mercy.
Is that like an attack, like with a sword using your magic stat, maybe? Wouldn't surprise me. Okay, Mr. Bravebow, you're gonna have to say good night.
Let's keep up the pace.
Yeah, I know Night Kneeler doesn't work against him very well. Dang it. I have to do this. Take her out. 73% chance. I don't like that. Suppose if I miss, I could rewind. Got him.
It looks like I'm done for. Claude, I'm sorry.
Dang it. If only we could recruit these people. Can't recruit everybody.
I'll use this power.
Alliance soldiers, Judith has fallen. Further conflict is futile. If you surrender, your lives will be spared. Lay down your weapons immediately.
All of your allies' motivation increased. Nice.
You have all fought well. With this victory, we now have a foothold in the Alliance. The Imperial Army will cross the Aramid River and push the front lines forward. The fight will continue, but do not allow that to stop you from taking pride in our hard-won victory.
Ah, this should put a stop to one of Edelgard's choice phrases. Well done, Professor. I believe it was, if only the Professor were here, we could forge ahead and change the tides of this war.
Ferdinand, it is not necessary to tell the Professor such things.
We're not the only ones benefiting. The whole Imperial Army is stronger now.
Yes, it seems the Empire finally has both of its legs to stand on. Don't you agree?
You make it sound as though I can't run the Empire on my own.
Perhaps it's more apt to say that the Pegasus has recovered its horn.
Judith of Daphne. What a magnificent warrior. I'm happy to have the professor back just like old times, but I don't think I'll ever get used to this cruel exchange of lives.
When there is something you must not be conceding, you must keep fighting. The fighting has been continuing for 5 years. But now I am again witnessing the professor's power.
I hate fighting. But with the professor here, maybe it's slightly less terrible? Oh, but everyone is working so hard. Stop it, Bernie. You can't be the only one complaining.
I'm glad to see everyone so inspired. It seems the reappearance of the professor has done much to raise your morale.
Do you not feel the same, Hubert? Come now, be honest with yourself. Now, we must take advantage of the situation and blaze ahead. Our path is still a long one.
Interesting. There's an auto battle
Part 2.
thing.
Crimson Flower. Guardian Moon. The Master Tactician. Having crushed the Alliance's army and captured the Great Bridge of Myrden, the Imperial Army prepares to attack Deirdre, the Alliance's base of operations.
Professor, what is your opinion of Claude? I can't help but wonder what sort of impression he made on you.
He's the schemer.
That is inarguable, and his schemes are still going strong. With them, he's managed to keep the Leicester Alliance from the Empire's grasp. Since the beginning, territories within the Alliance have been split between those who support the Empire and those who oppose it. Claude has been acting as an intermediary between the two, essentially keeping the Alliance pacified. As both sides are of equal strength, he's created a situation in which they've all agreed to avoid fighting each other and causing undue bloodshed. By carrying on as though the Alliance is united, he's minimized the Empire's influence there.
It's quite impressive how well his bold scheme has worked out. However, he is walking on thin ice. One wrong move and the Alliance will shatter. Speaking of Claude, Your Majesty, we should not delay in our invasion of the Alliance. It would seem that Claude has some fresh scheme up his sleeve, to no one's surprise.
Is that so?
Yes. The people of Deirdre have suddenly found it difficult to leave or enter the city. We can safely assume he is preparing for battle. But I am certain his plans extend beyond that as well. Do you not think we should take Deirdre at once?
Deirdre, the aquatic capital. A city floating on the ocean certainly poses a challenge. Since it's deep within Regan territory, we haven't had the opportunity to attack it directly. However, now that we have control of the Great Bridge of Myrden, our situation has changed drastically. They can no longer expand their supply line into the Empire, and so we can finally attack Regan territory.
House Regan is not only Claude's house, but also the flagship of those who oppose the Empire within the Alliance. If House Regan falls, the other Alliance lords will be tripping over themselves to join us. That is why we cannot fail to take Deirdre. Confidence is one thing, Professor, but see to it that you do not underestimate Claude. The leader of the Alliance has had many things said about him. They say he is unbeatable in a battle of intellect. I hear they call him the Master Tactician.
Really? I think Mark would have something to say about that. Ingrid's birthday. Oh, yes. What should we give to her? Man.
Thank you for inviting me. What a nice aroma. I really enjoy this tea. Thank you.
Have some. I wonder if it, like, what they say changes based on what tea you give them.
Yes.
Ah, you see difference and gambits. Got it.
Yes.
Stroke
Yes,
Italian.
I agree.
Nice. Haha. Full lens future. There we go. Nice.
When did you start sword training? I was 5 when I began.
Good. Damn it.
Professor. What? Is there something on my face? Wow. Professor, what is this? Yes.
I think we're all good for now.
Thank you for the treat. I had such a great time.
Did pretty well there, I think. Kinda wanna battle. Kinda wanna change her class. Which I should be able to do. Let's see what the support's all about. Got A with Ingrid already. Impressive.
Lysithia, are you all right? You don't look well.
Huh? Oh, no, I'm fine. Really. Just not accustomed to so much manual labor.
You were cleaning the library all by yourself?
Yes. The other student who was assigned to tidy up with me wasn't feeling well. So, it's just me. I figured I could at least dust the bookshelves or something, but I got a little carried away.
So many books. You probably tired yourself out just moving them from the shelves.
As much as I love books, I can't say I love carrying stacks of them to and fro. They're so heavy.
Well, maybe you should think things through a little more next time. Surely you can tell how much physical strength the job is going to require before you begin.
I can do without the condescension, thanks. After all, I'm the only one who has to deal with the fact that I've worn myself out.
I only said that you should take care of yourself, especially considering...
Considering what?
Nothing. Never mind. How about you return to your quarters? I'll finish cleaning up in here.
But I want to finish what I've started.
I don't mind, really. Please, don't make me repeat myself.
Fine. As long as you'll finish all this up.
I will. Get some rest, okay?
Yes. Thank you.
If what I heard about Lysithea is true, I just don't know how much of it I should believe.
I need to learn more about her.
Oh no, this isn't right. Now what am I supposed to do?
What's the matter, Mercedes?
I accidentally made this food much sweeter than I wanted.
Let me taste it. Yeah, a little sweet. What if we try adding a few spices?
Huh? This is delicious! You're an amazing cook, Ash!
My dad used to own a restaurant. I helped out a lot around the kitchen, even as a little kid.
Wow, that's a lot of responsibility to take on at an early age. No wonder you always work so hard. I might learn something if I watch you cook.
Well, no promises. I just have a little bit of experience, that's all. But look at you, you're great at baking cakes.
It's true that I'm quite good at baking, but I'm not the best when it comes to seasoning. Maybe it's because I don't like spicy food? It's tough to make food taste good when you don't enjoy it. I just had an idea. If the reason I can't cook spicy food is because I don't like it, then all I have to do is eat some spicy food. If I learn to like it, then I'll be better at making it, right?
I don't know, maybe. What makes you say that?
No, none of that matters. Once I've made a decision, I have to go with it. I'll make something spicy right away.
Oh, this won't end well. If I leave her to it, she'll make an even bigger mess.
Hey, Ash, which seasonings should I use? These ones?
Hold on, Mercedes. Let me show you. That one goes best with meat, but for stir fry, what you really want is this.
I guess we do have to I want to reclass. Reclass. There we go. Unique. Okay. Dancer, right? She could be the dancer. Ooh. To act again. Also wields magic. Man. Maybe I should let her be an armored lord, because I think she's... No, she hasn't. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna reclass her. Because she hasn't learned the ability for this one yet. Alright. I think we're good. Got quests we can take.
Professor!
Harvest. Ooh, not bad. And our level B+.
Flowers are so rich. Despite the war going on outside the monastery, Here they are, blooming beautifully. I hope we get to see more kinds of flowers when the weather warms up.
There's...
Okay, B rank with that.
I never do get used to the sight of blood. It always makes me feel as if I might faint. I suppose I've told you that, though, yes? I have no idea how you cope with it. I hope this war ends soon. I dislike being lightheaded because other people are bleeding everywhere. It's all a great deal of bother, but I will do my part, of course.
I'm from Alliance lands, but I'm only a commoner. The idea of fighting Alliance nobles isn't exactly losing me any sleep. Fighting old friends, though? That's something else. No, I'd better clear my head. Captain Gerald used to say a mercenary has to be thoughtless. Guess I finally get what he meant.
Indeed. Oh, he's right there.
Do you have time for a request?
Said to appear the fishing. Okay. It's about time we do more fishing.
We can't actually join you on the battlefield, but rest assured that we're there in spirit. We're doing everything we can to support the army, so give it your all out there.
Sure will. The pictures over here.
Since the past, I have learned much of the language of Fodlan. But speaking the Fodlan language still gives me difficulty. I can understand, read, and write with nearly perfection now. But understanding and speaking are fruits of a different color. I have gratitude for you, Professor. I hope that I will have fluency one day.
Hey!
Hey there.
I see gatekeeper.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Dared, it's a beautiful town with streets that seem to float on the water and an impressive harbor. In times of peace, it would be a wonderful place for a holiday. Anyway, best of luck in the next battle.
Hey,
What do you require?
Replenish.
Farewell.
What is this over here? Oh, quest.
Got a favor to ask.
Okay.
Hi there!
I figured I'd have a look at how the kingdom is holding up while I was on the road. So I took a trip up north despite the cold. The borders were closed on every road. I wasn't even able to get into the kingdom. Every crossing point was guarded by grim-looking armed soldiers. It was all very imposing.
Hello there.
I think
Return
we're
soon,
good.
please.
Again, I don't have much money. There's a... Oops. Support conversation over here I missed.
Hey!
Professor. Apologies for bothering you so late. I just really wanted to speak with you. Thank you. You see, I've been feeling conflicted about my future. It may seem petty to worry about such things in the middle of a war like this. This isn't something I open up about with many people. Feeling such a sense of inner turmoil while a war rages on, and others are fighting with all they have, well, it feels a little selfish. The truth is, I've wanted to be a knight ever since I was a small child. Not just any knight, like one you might find serving within the castle guard, but a true knight, one serving a master. However, my father has always had different plans for me. He wants me to marry, for the benefit of the Galatea family. Defying my father feels wrong. I've seen how he's struggled over the years. His burden has always been far greater than any I've had to bear myself. While he fed me extravagant meals, he subsisted on meager portions and watered-down soups. He never once complained, even though he must have been starving. Knowing his sacrifices, I've never been able to tell him of my dream of becoming a knight. Although ultimately, I find myself betraying his wishes. Now that I've parted ways with my father, there is nothing to stop me from pursuing my dream. But even if I do become a knight, I feel an unease deep within me. I fear I will never escape this guilt I carry, that I have shunned my duty as a noble. To follow both my dream and my duty? I had never considered that as an option. Perhaps there is a way. Even with the academy days long behind us, you're still a professor through and through. Always listening to others' troubles and offering up your wisdom. I really am grateful for all that you do for us, Professor. I hope you'll always be here as a guide to everyone. I know I myself would appreciate that deeply.
Still don't know what to do with their motivation.
Deirdre, huh? I've always wanted to go there. In Fargus, most of the towns are pretty much glorified fortresses. So, to hear about a place called the Aquatic Capital, it just sounds so elegant. Let's go for a leisurely visit someday, promise? You know, after the war is over.
Like, everybody's at max.
Oh, I love this. This is my absolute favorite. Hello.
A hungry hero is no better than a well-fed soldier. Do you know that saying? No? That's because I just made it up. If you're hungry, you're never going to be at full strength. Keep your belly full and stay strong.
Okay, now we got a... Man, we got lots of quests. Jeepers.
That reminds me. 5 years ago, most of the people involved with the church in the Empire moved to the Eastern Church in Alliance territory. I've been hearing rumors that the majority of those have now gone to the kingdom capital, Verdiad. The Eastern Church has no military force of its own, so they must be sensing that the Alliance is weak and fleeing.
What of this? Professor, I think you should be made aware of a certain group working with the Imperial Army. They are the same lot that invented a technique to turn monsters into war assets. It's quite obvious their trick draws on the power of the crest stones, but there is something more to it than that. Some secret I have yet to decipher. I suppose I need to better understand what kind of people they are. Who are they? What do they want? For her part, Miss Edelgard is cooperating, yet does not hide her hostility towards them. I suspect we should prepare, in case the day should come when we must combat these strange people.
So 3 more.
Food has gotten scarce since the war started. Lately, the prices have really been going up. Normally, that would mean reducing our own take, but we just can't afford to do that. If we lose this war, we lose everything. Still, the townspeople are the ones who will suffer from this the most. The longer this goes on, the more people will starve.
I agree with that.
5 years ago, during the attack on this place, you allowed me to join your side. Since then, I've risen through the ranks, and now I'm a general leading my own army. In this invasion of the Alliance, I've been entrusted with maintaining the supply lines and keeping the Goneril territories under control. That's why I won't be accompanying you to Deirdre. Please look after Lady Edelgard.
Still don't know who the Death Knight is.
Hey, I could use a hand.
Definitely.
So, the Gloucester and Ordelia houses have territory in the southern regions of the Alliance. Everyone knows they support the Empire, so they won't get in the way of our armies.
Claude, eh? He always was sharp among his peers. Never let himself get caught up in conventions. Well, he wasn't typical in Fodlan. Then there's Rhea and King Dimitri. I'd stay on their good sides, for different reasons. Yeah, well, if that's the only way forward, it can't be helped.
I thought I was ready for this. But it's not easy to fight against my old schoolmates. I was in the Golden Deer House, so I have a lot of memories with them. No, I'm not. I decided to fight alongside you, and I will not waver. Then again, precisely because they're old friends, I wouldn't leave this to someone else. I have to assume responsibility.
Sure.
There's
Sword
still
prowess.
more to learn. Maybe.
Good job. Yeah, what? Probably still do the tournament too.
I hear Claude's earned himself a rather colorful nickname. He does whatever it takes to win. I like that. It will be especially satisfying to defeat him. I can't wait to see what his next move is.
To tell you the truth, I used to be a Knight of Seros. But at some point, I just couldn't follow the Archbishop anymore. I ran away in secret and decided to join the Imperial Army. When I found Alois here, it made me feel much better. It meant I'd made the right decision. Ever since that day you disappeared, the Archbishop has been completely different. She started laughing as if she was possessed and spouting complete gibberish.
Do you ever regret taking the path you did?
No.
The very model of a leader. I should take a page out of your book. Whatever path you choose going forward, I'll follow you without question.
Good Advanced Lance Tournament. Should be okay.
I'm not dying here.
Nice.
How about a curtsy?
Win the money.
All right, who's next? For Gerald.
Okay, she's gonna need to heal. Just because. Might as well.
Make a difference?
God. Well, not time. Silverlines Plus. Sweet.
Claude. Claude. Which one was he again? Oh, right. Yeah, of course I remember him. It's just, I can't picture his face. Don't remember what he looks like. I'm not sure if I ever knew. Oh well, he's just another enemy now, isn't he? What? Am I not supposed to see that?
How could she spend all her time in her room, obviously?
I'm happy when we win battles, and I'm always relieved when our friends make it back safe. On the other hand, it's hard to watch the enemy die. Even worse when it's someone you know. Perhaps it would have been better if I'd just stayed with the opera. You're right, Professor. I'll never regret the choices I've made. Now you just have to lead us to victory, so everyone else can let go of their regrets too.
Hey, Deirdre, the aquatic capital. I've heard it's a magnificent city, you know? If we're going, I wish it wasn't to wage war. It'd be more fun to visit with a cute girl on my arm. Yeah? Maybe you and me? That'd be a good reason to survive the war.
Without the support of the pro-imperialist lords, the Alliance is greatly weakened. Even so, I don't feel great about all this. We're gonna be fighting Claude. We can't. You're right. Claude has such unusual strategies for toying with his enemies. Even with you here, this battle will be very challenging.
I think we'll be okay. So we're actually gonna be fighting Claude somehow? I don't think so, but maybe? Question mark? No idea. Ooh, there's an item. I still need to see how to do these quests too. Fishing, whatnot. Should actually be seeing what I pick up here. Ingredients over here.
Yes. Judith of Daphne, you are a force to be reckoned with. You will not be forgotten. In another life, I might have fought by her side. It's a harsh truth, but it's the truth nonetheless. We can't change the past.
The Alliance troops were nothing to turn a nose up at. They were pretty strong, and brave, too. Our next target of attack is Deirdre, the Alliance base. Better stay sharp, even if we do have superior numbers.
Hey!
Remember the Death Knight who stabbed me 5 years ago? Of course you do. How could you forget? Well, it turns out he's a general in the Imperial Army. He leads the Western Front against the Kingdom. Once I knew he was
where
at
he is.
Garreg Mach, I stormed right up to him, told him who I was and what he did. And he offered me an apology. I'm talking about a sincere, heartfelt, solemn apology.
Wow.
What a letdown. What's going on
So
with
he's
that
still
guy
around.
anyway? Who is he under that mask?
Still don't know that either. Maybe eventually.
The Kingdom and the Knights of Seros haven't made any significant moves. I don't suppose they're going to stand by and watch while we attack Deirdre, though. That's why I've doubled our guard and instructed them to be extra vigilant. I will keep Garreg Mach safe. It is my duty and responsibility.
Okay. Big brother always gets so fired up. Better keep an eye on him. Oh, sorry. I was just talking to myself. I hear you're heading out to Deirdre. Good luck with the battle.
Professor!
Yeah, let's go see what this is all about.
I'm so sorry, Professor. I somehow overslept and missed our training session. I didn't mean to cause you and the others so much trouble. Imagine if that had happened when I was needed in battle. It really is inexcusable.
You need more rest.
It's just, when I'm studying tactics, I lose track of time and... Oh, who am I kidding? I've always been like this. Before I came to the Officers Academy, I was a student at the School of Sorcery in Ferdiad. Even back then, I was pulling all-nighters well before the exams. And I never even noticed I was harming myself. I'm just too focused on my goal. I know I've already told you this, but I really love to learn new things. It's a passion of sorts. I first realized I had the learning bug when I was about 4 or 5 years old. My father was so happy to see me using magic. Seeing him happy made me happy too. And that made me want to work even harder. If only things could have stayed like that. When I was about 13, my father left home. He was a devout man, so I figured he'd gone to the monastery. That's why I went to the School of Sorcery, so that I could eventually get accepted at the Officers Academy. I studied harder than ever, and sure enough, I finally earned a referral. Unfortunately, my passion for learning became more of an obsession. I got so focused, I kind of forgot how to relax. Feels like I've been running in circles ever since. That's true. Just look at today. If my hard work stops me from working hard, what good is it? Okay, it's decided. From now on, I'll try my best not to try my best. Yay! With you on my side, I'm sure I'll succeed. From now on, if you see me going overboard, just let me know. I'm a new woman after all.
Okay. Well, that is done.
A moment, please.
Oh.
Where should we go?
A moment, please.
Guess we can speak with Ferdinand.
Right.
Okay.
Hey, I have been wondering something. If I had not been your student, where would I be right now? Who would I be? Do you ever think about that sort of thing, Professor?
Yeah. He wouldn't turn against the Empire.
Ah, so you do think about such questions. You can never find answers, though, right? We cannot turn back time. So there is no way to go back and try a different path.
Not unless you start a new game. If only real life was like
the
that.
Alliance and cross Fodlan's throat, you enter the land of Almyra. House Goneril's territory touches the eastern border of the Alliance. They also have Lord Holst, the most valiant
Be
warrior
nice to
in
just
the
do a
Alliance,
redo, huh?
tasked with keeping watch over the Almyrans' movements.
Try
He rarely
again.
leaves Goneril territory.
Right.
I can't think questions like that. Yeesh. Where is he? We haven't done this in a while either. Sure, we'll bring her back. Oh. I still don't understand. Oh, right, because I need to speak with the other guys. Okay, these guys over here. We'll just do the one this time. We found Caspar. Can't speak with him though.
Professor?
That reminds me.
Professor!
Where are they? Probably not down here.
That reminds me.
No, I wanna...
What the?
Dang it.
Professor?
Dude. Wish I could check the map. That's all I want to do.
No map for you.
Nope, didn't do it. I had a big surprise. Okay. Another quest I need to pick up yet. Oh, it never ends.
Hey!
The tide of war is clearly favoring us, but Claude refuses to surrender. I wonder why that could be. I think you're probably right. I suppose even the very powerful can be irrational at times.
Wait a minute. Am I ignoring... Is there a box here still? There is. Oh my goodness. I've been ignoring this. Shamir. Oh, damn it. None. I think I missed those for last month. Oh, what can you do? There was something here that I was... is supposed to be something here. Thought I saw something glowing. Maybe I picked it up. Who knows? Looks like I did. Okay.
Professor? I wish we could settle all of this before the fighting begins, don't you? I wish it dearly, but few others feel that way. They fight in a bloody battle, take countless lives, and then finally come to understand defeat. They refuse to admit when they're beaten, and they keep it up until they've been utterly defeated. Of course, I understand that sacrifice is inevitable. But if they're going to surrender after being defeated anyway, why raise a weapon in the first place?
Must speak with Hubert.
Professor!
In order to defeat a formidable foe, you must first learn who they are. How much do you know about the Alliance? The Leicester Alliance unites the feudal lords of that region. It holds regular roundtable conferences where they vote on their policies. However, only the 5 great lords are permitted to vote. Duke Goneril, Count Gloucester, Count Ordelia, Margrave Edmund, and their leader, Duke Regan. Their titles were originally granted to them by the royal family of Farkas. About 300 years ago, the Alliance was still part of the Holy Kingdom of Farkas, you see.
Okay. Interesting.
So we've somehow managed to take the Great Bridge of Murden. That means House Gloucester should now be ready to join the fold more formally. We've blown a major hole in Claude's plan to preserve the Alliance. We should press on to Deirdre before he has the opportunity to adjust his strategy.
I just realized they keep makes him look a lot like Dracula.
I have a request for you. I have a request for you. Well done, Professor. Thank you.
Okie dokie. Go down here. Turn in that quest. Ugh. Did see there was another glowing area too.
Oh, good. Thanks.
Hey!
Yeah, it's over here. I think it's the fishing thing. Right?
Hey.
Must be. Well, I guess we can give that a try, can't we? No, it wasn't. What the heck? I don't understand. Okay. Quests. Catch the big ones. Appeared in the fishing pond. Alright. Well, let's save it. No. Save the game. And give it a try. Alright, I need to talk to him. Ow. Certainly don't have a lot of bait. Got that, whatever it was. Strange shadow. 2,000. Let's keep doing it. This is just a small should be waiting. Nope, don't want that. Nope, don't want that. Okay, I have to. I think you can only do it like up to 3 times. I think it's supposed to be the color. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. There we go. We'll do 1 of these. Oh. Whatever, we'll do 1 more. There we go. Whatever it was. Golden fish. Oops. Ooh. Giant. Perfect. Nope. Nope. Fine. I think you can only do it, like I said, up to 3 times before you have to. Not bad. One more time.
You've done me a great service.
Oh, I got the fish. Buy some flowers to give them to Hubert. What's I guess it doesn't. I give them as a gift. Okay. So I guess it doesn't matter what kind of flower it is then? I should have done that while I was right there. Didn't realize that was what I needed to do though. That's probably why he has gotten so many gifts this month
So
for
we've
this
somehow
quest.
that means how we've blown a mate. We should press. I'll take it.
Wait a minute. Gave him some flowers.
So that means we've blown him. We should press.
Is this what we need to give to him, probably?
I'll take it. Well done, Professor. Thank you.
Yep. That was it. Okay, got it. Well, I think that's... we got one more thing we need to do. We did done with Edelgard, didn't we? I don't remember. We will find out. Yep, looks like we did. She's not available. Did I train with Annette?
Drew in Fargith, so let's go for a...
I did.
What a professor. It's quite... There is... I
don't think I trained with you, though. Could probably... What was Shamir again? I forget. She was boasting something.
Then there's Rhea and King Dimitri. I'd stay on their good sides for different reasons. Yeah, well.
Lances and bows. Don't know. Alright, well, there she is over there.
Judith, in another life, I might have fought by her side. It's a harsh...
Get swords up. Sure. There. Yes. We still do get to instruct. Interesting. Can I save it here, though, is the question. Nope. Well. Six, huh? Wait, who was I trying to get there? Sure.
I'm in...
Ingrid is also a must.
Ah. That was...
Nets. We're working something with you. I don't know what. Guess we'll go with Axis. Alright, we got one more. Leonie. Work on your authority.
Nope.
And what are you two? Nope, maybe not. tasks. Clearing rubble. Oh, I should do this, shouldn't I? You and you. Expected results? What? Sure. Do these two. There. Goals. Keep them as they are, I guess. At least for Edelgard. Yep, let's do it.
I have a question.
Some of the children are admiring a painting of mine. I'd like to paint a new piece, something just for them, to make them happy. What do you think? Woodland creatures?
I see. Thank you.
Motivation.
Professor.
Focus on face skill. Yeah. No, they're in a war cancel. Interesting.
We can handle it.
Looks like you're stuck. That wasn't...
Perfect.
I'm finally grasping this. It's all instinct.
I've really gotten the hang of it.
Nice. Yeah. I think this is just random.
The utter
Who we get?
I cannot stand it. I do wish everyone would listen to one another.
What's the point of singing practice? It's not going to make me stronger.
Alright, we are definitely gonna battle this time. We got some quests that need to be done. But that will have to wait. Got Master's exam. Nice. Yep, definitely gonna battle. And we'll look at all that stuff. I might do some like auxiliary battles off screen to upgrade people and whatnot, or level up. But for now, well, I'm just gonna save it here, and that's going to be it. I'll probably do all sort of my inventory and everything. But Godspeed, stay frosty, guys. See